Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise. Although this won't be a tarot reading, I'm using the Thelema Lenormand, and I am asking the question is what truly happened in our 2020 election? I want to know if there was cheating with voting machines by any of the GOP or Trump. So that's the first question. And then if I see that there's been cheating, then I'll ask, was it for a large or a small amount? Like, did it happen across many states or just the swing states? Were there a lot of votes that were switched? What truly happened? Interesting. That's abusive and change. Abusive decisions, abusive change. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just get the cards laid out. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, so, well, let's do it this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want the whole enchilada. Everything that happened. Okay. So let me get these framed up, and I'll tell you the story that I think the cards are trying to show us. What actually happened. Oh, there, I actually do have more room than I thought. Okay. Is that in frame? Yeah, there we go. I apologize, you guys. When I'm putting these in frame, when I'm looking up at the viewfinder, there's also a big window that kind of causes my eyes to go a little wacky because of the bright light. Okay, interesting. So the whip card does indicate some type of an abuse, some action to get things done. And then that combined with the crossroads or paths, whichever you want to call this card, but it can create a distraction. Both of these cards can be very distracting. And it makes an alternate decision. You know, so actions to create an alternate choice. And then this card with a ship that has to do with everything foreign and, you know, making a change. And this is probably Ivanka's machines. And this, the coffin card, normally you would read it as an ending, but I'm seeing it because if you're doing, you know, like any type of horror-y or locational, you know, like if you lost something and you want to find it, whip out the Lenormand and use the cards literally. Like, literally, this would be a junction box of some type, a box, closet, cabinet. So, voting box, the box you go to put your votes in, or, you know, machine, actual machine. This could indicate a machine as well. Because if you go work out at the gym, this can be, you know, like the exercise equipment. But change, actions to create change, alternative decisions, and distraction, and stress, and anxiety. And the dark side is towards the anxiety there. And then foreign, because of a foreign voting box, machine, subterfuge. This could also be the juncture of which, you know, it actually happened. And the fish card means a lot. Wow. So this is going to be a very short reading, and I am going to go out on a limb, not a very long limb. It's pretty easy to see here. They cheated, even though I don't have the fox card. I see the story, which is better to do it this way, because this way you guys can learn the Lenormand as we go along. But the cross is a, you know, it's a big problem. It's a big burden. And this has to be Ivanka. I mean, even this deck just has, you know, white people. I really would prefer that they would get into some more ethnicities with different ethnic groups with, you know, the Lenormand, but it just hasn't happened yet, so I'm waiting. It needs to be more worldwide, I think. Not just from Europe. But, you know, it originated in Europe, so there you go. But yeah, so maybe this is saying that the truth, well, I don't know if the truth will come out. It could be because the light side is towards this card, which means the cross, which means responsibility. It could be saying that, I believe it's saying Ivanka's foreign voting machines. She did have the patent from China. She got that a long time ago. Why? Why the hell would... Oh my God, I just forgot. She also got a patent for coffins. So this is for darn sure. This is Ivanka. Why would she get a patent for coffins and for voting machines? If they weren't planning the election, you know, because she did that a long time ago. And then, I don't know, did she have some insider secrets as to COVID? Did she know something that was happening in China a long time ago and she just kind of hedged her bets? Because she is pretty smart that way. That's the only way the Trump family has any brains, is in how to strategize in order to make money. But she's the burden, and it caused a lot. This is the card of a lot, many. So this darkness is on her. I hope this means that it will be revealed. Goodness. Let me use a different deck and add a little question in here. I'm using this as the little vintage Lenormand by Rootweaver. She's in Australia. Okay, so let me just get her, get their energy into it. What I want to know is, will the truth ever come out? Will we discover that the votes that were changed? Because if I didn't have the fish card here, I wouldn't think that it would be even worth going into. And if we didn't have foreign and then Ivanka and the voting machines and the coffins and this, you know, hidden subterfuge and this card of guilt, which is right under her, she's guilty of many crimes. And this caused a change in the communication, you know, of the box. Wow. Wowee. Why would I be surprised? Okay, so will it come out? Will it be revealed? Will it be revealed? Let me just do it this way so I don't have to move the cards around. Will it be revealed? Well, we get the stork again, so there's change. When enough people care about it, some change can come through. That's the card for yes. Excuse me. And it could come through soon. And then we get the cross card. Excuse me, hold on. Tickles. It's so dry. Having to have the heater on. Ugh, drives me nuts. And I have a humidifier in my bedroom, but if I put one in here, then I end up with like this stupid film all over everything, and I don't want it on my cards. In my bedroom, I can wipe everything down, but... Okay, let's get a little more of a story here. I hope you can still see the cards. Well, actually, these are so little. Oops. These are so little. Let's just put them up here. So doubly, Ivanka's guilty. She's the one with the burden. But let's see. Oops, there we go. I want to keep everything up as high as I can. Well, I don't think there's enough room, but I always try to have room for the closed captioning, even though I don't have time to do all that transcribing myself. Okay, so let's get back to some more cards here. So from what I see so far, though, as far as whether or not we'll find out, well, the change can happen once enough people care, and then yes, the burden of proof, the burden, oops, the burden of the secrets. This and the secrets to the public. Well, publicly known. The secrets would be publicly known. In all the small little ways that the abuse occurred. So I think it was probably statewide. See, the thing is, you guys, if you do your research on the voting machines, you'll see that there's only a few companies that make the machines. And there's no transparency. It's an awful situation. I think the lesson with this 2020 election, well, let me ask that question. I think that the lesson is going to be with this 2020 election is that we need to go to all paper ballots. So give me a moment while I reshuffle and see if that is that in our future. Okay, give me a moment here. Or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10. I want to see the future of our elections. Will they go to paper ballots? (2024), even maybe by because remember there were a lot of changes made to the 2020 election. Many of the paper ballots happened in states where they had, oh goodness, was it Pennsylvania? I think it was Pennsylvania. They had so many problems with the voting machines. Oh, Texas, and I'm not sure about Pennsylvania now. I think it was Texas, and so some of the counties did go to paper ballots only because of the 2018 election, where there was, some actual glitches, problems with the machines. So here we are in 2020, and in 2022 we will have the midterms, and then in 2024 we'll have another election. So with these cards, show me the status. Thank you, the forces of love and truth. Show me the status, the circumstances of which we will vote under, paper or machine, primarily for those next 2 elections. Homeland, safety, strength, repeat, commitment, renewing and repeating the commitment, and some loyalty. Let's keep going. And of course, yeah, there we go. Of course, I'll get these in frame. Bear with me. here. Okay. All right. Bear with me while I get my little OCD problem. I just don't like ours just being all over the place because I want you to be able to see them and relax into the meanings more than just what I'm getting. My intention is for people to learn, for people. I don't really like using that word. My intention is for my friends out there to be able to learn through these readings. Okay, as I'm learning too, I think I'll always be learning. All right, so anyway, paper ballots, homeland. The house card is safety, homeland, security. Homeland security. And its strength, looking at the abuse, seeing the abuse, causes a commitment to create some type of loyalty in this decision. And then there's big success over this decision because we care. We have to speak out. Anybody that lives in any one of the swing states and any state that had any problems with their voting machine, or if that's the problem. They can be programmed to look like, with a printout that says this is what you voted on, doesn't mean what you got. That's the problem. They can program them any way they want. But yeah, paper ballots will change because we care about the success, and the scythe is all about, well, the sun reveals, but the scythe could be about the decision or what came through the machine, because the scythe is also about like metal objects and machines. And the key words for this card are decisions, cutting, clearing. So I think it's saying it'll be successful clearing out, whatever cheating that had occurred, or the means by which to cheat. Okay, so now I have another funny question. Bear with me again. You guys will probably, here, let's just mix them up this way. You're probably going to laugh when I get this one out of my mouth, but give me a little bit of time again. Okay, so of course, a bunch of these are going to be reversed, and I'll have to flip them over, but that's okay. Will Ivanka be held accountable? Will Ivanka be held accountable for those patents on voting machines from the Chinese government? Who buys anything like that is so, I mean, my goodness, from a communist country? Who does that? A very crooked person. Will Ivanka be held accountable? And if so, in what way? Or will she get away with it? Well, she took a risk, or that could be two ways that there's a problem. Two secrets, or her risky secrets, or her opportunistic secrets. Yeah, the Sun card is about revealing in the whole family, the whole family karma and the choices that they've made. Okay, let me keep going. Let me get 5 more cards and then we'll do this right. Ivanka, but it's looking like the whole family. Okay. Oh, whoops. Onomas. This one right here. Okay. All right. So we have the clover, book, sun, tree, crossroads or path, letter again, dog, man, fox, and the cross again. So she took a risk, but I think that this means that there could be two people involved, because we have the man card here as well. So it's either you know, her and her brother, or her and her father, her and one of her brothers, or it could be her and her two brothers. That's possible. This card can also say, if it's not a man, usually it is, it's almost always that anytime you do a reading, you get the man or the woman card, it is a man or a woman, but it could also be to just think logically sometimes. But anyway, so back to whether or not she will be held accountable. This shows the burden. This shows revealing the burden, because something was wrong. The fox is always something nefarious or something wrong, unless you're doing a health reading for yourself and you get this card. If you've already gotten a diagnosis, the message would be the diagnosis is wrong, and you need a specialist. You need a second opinion. But it's almost always something wrong and something nefarious, or just mistaken. But in their family, this is the means of which, you know, by which they will do anything and everything to get what they want. So I'm trying to not hop around too much, but if we just read this row straight across, and here's the theme, and my question was, will she be held accountable? Will it be brought out? This is a yes card. It will be revealed, and this is not only just her karma, this is her whole family. It could be that there's a man that figures this all out, or that helps bring the truth through, that has been investigating. This is the card also of investigation, but brings out the burden of proof. But if we just use the method of knighting, which is, you know, 1 down and 2 over, or 1 up and 2 whatever. Anyway, over here, the sun card knights to the cross. So it's, yes, the burden will come down on her. Yes, she will be found guilty at some point. I'm not really seeing a time frame here. I don't really care, honestly. I mean, as long as it happens at some point. Because I really don't think she's going to want to go live in Saudi Arabia. Or, you know, well, Morocco maybe, if she got away to Morocco. But then again, yeah, there's no dang extradition laws in Morocco. I mean, she could end up getting away, but it's going to be brought out about what really happened. So even if she does get away with it, even if all of them do, you know, their crime family, even if the Trump crime family does get away with it, you guys have to trust me on this one, and I will bet my life on it, because I've had so much life experience in with these, you know, crimes and different. Just trust me. Karma will be coming after them, and it will be much, much, much greater than what they have perpetrated. It will come down on them like thousands of times over. So if they've cheated us, they will be cheated someday. To all the degrees they have stolen from us, they will be stolen from. So, but back to the meanings, just to finish up this little bit of a lesson part. The opportunistic by means, and the risky means by which she, because this is all about Ivanka, except for the family came through. The risky means by which she tried to create something, some law through the books, and the secrets and these subterfuges that came through her with the voting machines. I think her father's been very loyal to her because of that. And of course, you know, he uses her. He uses everyone. That's what psychopathic, you know, sociopathic, malignant narcissists do. They use people. And she's in there too. She's just as psychopathic as he is. But anyway, so The votes. Oh no, wait, hold on. Always. Rule number one, guys. Guys and gals. Always go back to the question. And my question was, will Ivanka be held accountable? So I think we can expect that the law, and it could be two branches of the law, that comes down and is loyal to the American people. And it will be revealed. This little guy reveals. The sun is the biggest, revelation card in the deck for the Lenormand. It's also a card of success, but that wasn't my question. My question was, I wasn't asking about her success or not. I was asking if she will be held accountable. And this is the answer right here. Oftentimes, you guys, if you do like a 3x3, or if you do this way with, just 2 rows, the very last card, if you set the intention for it to be that way, and I have just always done that, but I forgot to tell you, the last card can be the answer card. Same way as if you have the grand tableau where you have all the cards laid out and you're finding, what house it's in, all those things, which would be like an area of life. Like, for instance, say, pretend this showed up in the 4th house, which would be the house of home. Well, then you could say you have a happy, successful family and successful foundation. But yeah, so I think the answer is I'm just going to call it and say, yeah, someday it'll be revealed, or someday she'll be held accountable, and it'll all be revealed. So it's probably going to take forever. I would imagine. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe there's somebody working on it already. Yeah, well, here, I can ask. Although, as far as timing goes, I think I'd be better off with the Kipper on that. Hold on. This will be the last question. I don't want this video to get too long. But it is nice to get to the truth, isn't it? Okay, so how long will it take for the truth to come out about the tampering with the voting machines, about the rigged voting machines? See, and this is another reason why Trump has been so adamant about, everything being rigged. Well, and why? I mean, just follow the math. I mean, remember the man card was down here showing us just logically to think about it. The truth is that from the beginning he was trying to push us away from paper ballots because he knew that those couldn't be cheated unless they were stolen. And then he tried to do that. That became his MO, to try and get us to, have our mail slowed down. You put DeJoy in place, Louis DeJoy, and they messed with the USPS. So, I mean, there's all kinds of crimes. But now that we know all that, as the truth always comes out, how long will it take? How long is it going to take? It's going to take a long time, short amount of time, medium amount of time. How long is it going to take for the truth to come out? There's Ivanka. There's her connection. Now this could be her marriage, in mind, whatever, to her father. She's just like him. Could also be with Jared. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well, except for this pathway card here, I don't see that it would be a really long time. I don't see anything lightning fast either. Let's get these up here. Because I think what we're seeing is the actual process. Or I think what has come through has been the process. Oops, I did it again. Yay, one more card. Okay, answer card. Still nothing there with the timing. Okay. Oops, I hope there's not too much of a glare. This is the community card. I apologize if there's a bit of a glare there, but I can't help it yet. I'm still waiting for my new light. I have one came, and it's good for this side over here, but I need something over here on my right that's better. Okay, so this is Ivanka. This is her connection to getting the money that she wants, because that's all she's about. You know, she didn't align with her own mother. Well, then again, maybe, you know, I don't know. But she's definitely her daddy's little girl. Ugh, and that's what that's about. Yikes. So, we might be waiting for it for quite a while. Whether or not this is a woman that's involved, this has to do with wisdom coming through. And it could be from wisdom from a large amount of people. They're back to the 5 eyes and the 14 eyes. This could come from some other country even, you know, or larger community of intel. And there's the information. We're going to have to be waiting for the information. The pathway. Darn it, you know what? I don't have the little book anywhere near me as far as timing goes with the pathway. I know that let me see if I can find the card just so you guys can see it. This one, the journey, this could be a long time. Couple of years even. Yeah, as far as timing, I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, the 2 major timing cards are this one and that journey card. But, you know, I think it's going to take quite some time. Because here we are again with, you know, the courts of law. But this is her trying to create, this is Ivanka trying to create her own, you know, fortune. And so far she's managed to stay out of trouble. But I don't think that that's going to help her in the long run. She's going to be seen as a fraud. And money that she's been paid, or money that she's given, that will show up. But yeah, it's all going to come out. I don't see that it's going to be lightning fast, because this card is not fast moving. You know, it takes time to get into court and get through it. And she knows well, her dad has taught her well as to how to, you know, deflect and slow down the law. But then again, I don't see that. Let me ask quickly with the Lenormand, because will she be able to block? Will she be able to? How long is all this going to take for the truth to come out? Okay. I think just a few cards. Well, there's the burden of proof, but that is not really a fast-moving card. Again, with the what do you call the decisions? Well, the pathway, the burden, the pathway. Again, with the pathway of change. I think this has to do with Trump and us caring about it. Caring about the abuse. But then yes, it does come through. Okay, so that's nice. So we have the burden of proof. The pathway to create the change is, well, this could be, Trump's gone and the improvement is that Biden's in. It could be that. But it has to do with us thinking logically, the new man that cares. I think the new man that cares, or we have to care, we have to logically think, and this could be, the change is that Biden's in and he cares about the abuse, so of course he would want to, and of course Kamala would as well, they would want to protect the vote. Because without that, the will of the people doesn't come through. But back to, this being timing, yeah, loyalty, we can expect loyalty. Because I don't have anything, I don't have the mountain card, I don't have anything here that shows anything except for change. Yeah, and the guilty ways, that she did. So, I think we can expect that it's not going to take that long. So, I don't know. 6 months, a year? I don't see anything to indicate 2 years or longer as far as timing goes. With the cross card, the timing can actually be 1 to 6 months. Yeah. With the crossroads, it can be a couple of months. With the stork popping around, moving, going back and forth, and it's a birth card. It can be spring, but then again, it could also be 17 days. I don't know if it come through that fast. I think it's more like spring. And again, this is something that Biden will instigate. As far as timing, when we're in the heart area with the Lenormand, again, spring, summer, February, Valentine's Day, something like that. The whip can happen it can come down like lightning fast, and the key card is definitely like now. Interesting. I like seeing that. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen in 11 days. I'd be okay with 33 days. Or 18 days. Okay, well, that's all I have, you guys. I'm going to close this up, otherwise it's just going to be the longest reading I've ever done. Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye.